People oversimplify what it means to put an effort in a friendship. Oh my god, guys, I'm actually gonna cry. The standards I have for friendships, you need to leave that situation. It's so hard to tell yourself to like leave, because in your head this is your best friend, or this is your, you know, your very, very close friend. You don't want to leave. I don't know why I'm so nervous, mainly because I haven't spoken to a camera in a while. But hi guys, this is elaaf from the future. This is around 4 months after the original video that you're about to see was filmed. It's been a while. How are we all doing? I want to start by saying I'm so sorry that I have kind of neglected YouTube, in the sense that originally when I started this whole thing, it was mainly about posting videos and vlogs, etc. with my life. But as you all know, I did go through a really quick, rash, sudden change in where I flew to Egypt, and I currently live in Egypt. So my lifestyle is very different, and it's not necessarily the things that I would want to post on my channel, if that makes sense, because like I have a specific direction for where I want the channel to be heading, and everything that I'm doing in Egypt does not follow that lifestyle. So it's kind of strange to just film that and upload that. It's not really true to myself, if that makes sense. I just turned off the fan because I realized it was very loud. But yeah, so I'm also very busy with the fact that my exams are actually 2 months from 2 days ago. And that's why you'll see that I've been posting a lot more short form content, so like reels and shorts, etc., both on my Instagram, which is also out with elaaf, here on my YouTube, and over on my TikTok, also out with elaaf. And that's just because it's a lot easier to maintain. It's less time consuming, and I am a student approaching exam season. I also, like I said, live abroad, different lifestyle, everything. And B, it does kind of serve as like a motivation for me. There'll be days where I genuinely cannot be asked to get out of bed and go study, and I'm like, I should upload a video because I haven't done so in a while. I'll get up, fake it till you make it. I'll study for the camera, but hey ho, I've studied. So yeah, anyways, back to the topic of today, which is the video that you're about to see. Originally I filmed this video back in November, end of November. It's currently March. We are actually approaching the end of March soon. We're mid-March right now. And you're like, why the flip did it take you so long? I did address this in my previous video, which was my K-drama review series, part 1. I promise part 2 will come out very soon. I don't know about very soon, actually. I am very busy in the upcoming months, but we'll see. I did sort of address it and say that I feel like I got a bit too comfortable in front of the camera, and I just said more than needed to be said. I cried. You're gonna see in this video I cry about 3 times, I think. I went into a lot of details, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I think out of courtesy, it is a video about friendships, and granted, there are going to be people who watch this video, people that I know personally, and sort of feel like, oh, the shoe fits, like this might be about me, etc., and maybe feel a type of way about it. And during the time when I filmed this, I was kind of in a rough space with myself and with some people in my life, so I didn't want to post it. I didn't want anyone to feel hurt or feel like targeted, etc. But right now I've reached a place where I've kind of dealt with all problems I had. There are people I've completely cut out of my life from November to now. No contact, zero contact. And there are people I've mended things with. And I think now, better than ever, it's time to just post this video. Like I said, I had originally scratched the whole idea, but I didn't delete it. Something in me was telling me like, don't delete this video. It felt like a diary, was very good. At the start it was so awkward and I didn't know what to say, and then I kind of went into it. However, it is a very long video. The video originally was more than an hour long, and if I had added this disclaimer, it was probably going to be around an hour and a half long. And I was like, I personally love long videos. It kind of feels like a little podcast, but I don't know if all of you want to hear me yap for an hour and a half. Granted, you have full control to just exit the video, but I don't know. But also, as somebody with a smaller community who's trying to grow their channel, having such long videos is not really going to be good for me in terms of the algorithm, etc. That will be something, who knows, I might even start a podcast after I have sort of, thank you, after I have sort of grown my, I'm gonna get my glasses because I couldn't the screen light is hurting my eyes. Yeah, so what was I saying? I thought what better time to just post this video. Like I said, I wasn't gonna post it. I thought I was just gonna delete it, get rid of it. I watched it yesterday and I started bawling my eyes out because like this is so deep, and then I realized some people could actually learn a lot from it. And yeah, I did. Oh right, I was saying it was very long, and the first half of the video was getting ready with me, where I did my makeup on screen, and I kind of gave a lot of context and background information about like high school friendships, who I was friends with, who I entered sixth form with, etc. And it wasn't really it was very chit chatty. It wasn't really the aim of the video, which was like lessons about friendships and how to deal with tough friendships, etc. So just for the sake of length, I cut all of that out. So if you do hear me referencing like earlier on in the video when I mentioned etc, you're not missing anything. It's just, like I said, being cut out for length reasons. Yeah, and please let me know what you guys think of this video. Let me know if you guys want more sit-down videos like this where I talk. I did look somehow very different 4 months ago. Being in Egypt has made me lose so much weight. My face just even looks different, so good luck with that. Promise it's still me. It's not a clone. With everything happening in the world recently, it's not a clone, guys, it's me. Not that I'm that important to be cloned, but you get what I'm saying. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't be a silent watcher. Please let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys very soon. Also, guys, do you like my new headphones? I put headshine on them. I guess the first thing I'll say when it comes to like friendship, whether it be friendship like problems, arguments, friendship breakups, the first thing you need to kind of clock is you're not being dramatic. You're not being dramatic. You're not being dramatic. I'll say it 3 times. Like, I know I literally said earlier, like, oh, it shocked me how, like, you know, you distance from people you never thought you would distance from, and it's not the end of the world. It does feel like the end of the world. If I'm gonna be honest, it does feel like the end of the world. And you're allowed to feel like it's the end of the world because, like, friends are so big. Friendships are so big. I don't think people clock how big friendships are. Like, I don't know if it's because I don't obviously like do relationships and things like that, so I don't know for people who do like go like, you know, date and things like that, maybe to them friendships are not as big as their relationships, which is fine if you're that person, because you know what matters to you most. But to me, friendships are the biggest form of like relationship you can have with somebody after your family, and sometimes it comes before your family. Depends on your relationship with your family. There's really nobody else that can tell you what order things are in for you. Like, it could be your relationship with your mom first, then this friend, then your dad. Like, really nobody can tell you, because only you know the relationships you have with people and how to deal with them and how to approach them. I think you're not dramatic if you think like this is the worst period of my life. Oh god, I actually don't want to cry on the internet. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, I'm actually gonna cry. I need oh my god, in candy store. Don't cry. Solo pop처럼. Ooh, electric, it's electric. I'm fine. Wish to save the day. Okay, NCT Wish will me save the day, guys. I'm fine, I'm not crying again. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh my god, I'm gonna cry again. Okay, basically I was saying, yeah, you're not dramatic. If you feel like it's the end of the world, that's fine. Took me a lot to realize that. And I hated, I still do, I don't know why I've taken past tense. I hate making myself feel so bad and miserable and depressed for so long when I am going through a situation with like friends, an argument, or like any feeling of uncomfortableness, etc. It really does mess me up. Honestly, I don't argue with my friends ever. Like, I never really do argue. It's usually pent up, building up like emotion, etc., and then it comes out like in a conversation. Like, something will like something will catalyze a conversation to take place, and when that conversation takes place, you start feeling all those feelings of like random any like little feeling of hurt you've ever felt during, you know, your friendship with the XYZ. And I remember having like a time period where I was like not really on the best terms with like my closest friends, and I was throwing up every single day. I was like, I can't believe like at first it was like, I'm so upset about the situation, like, I'm crying, blah blah blah, like I'm throwing up sick, like I can't believe this, blah blah blah, I can't believe this is happening, like I'm so close to this person, and blah blah blah. And then I look back at myself and I'm like, I can't believe that I'm sat here allowing myself to feel so bad and so like little because of a friendship. Like I used to try and downplay it in my own head so that I could stop feeling bad, and then it would take the opposite effect. I'd say that to myself, and then I'd be like, this voice in my head would be like, you're such an idiot, like why are you crying over this, like you shouldn't be crying over this, like this is nothing, like it's just a friend, like it's not that deep, like it's not the end of the world. And then I'd feel worse about myself, and then I'd cry even more and then throw up even more for doing that. And then I was like, that is so wrong. I didn't deserve to say that to myself because it mattered to me, like the friendship mattered, it just still does, matters to me, so I can't belittle myself. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Guys, I'm not crying, I promise you. Feeling gon' pop, feeling gon' pop. I'm about to let my feeling go pop, feeling go pop. Gotta be back, I'm a tic-tac, 그리고 sketch, I'm a gamma, 선물로 줄래, 너전 세계 절대 변하지 않게. I love it, it's like a magic, so love-holic. I want it, but to keep my heart beat knocking. Okay, I'm fine. Okay, I'm fine. Nico saved the day, guys. Oh my god, wait. No, I actually need to get tissue. You guys, I lied. I'm not okay. Oh my god. Do I start crying? That's actually so embarrassing. That's actually so embarrassing. I'm your favorite thing. I'm glad Jay knows he's my favorite thing. Anyways, I need to this, guys. I have a problem. Off topic, I have a problem. This is probably one of my biggest flaws, and I know this because my friend, one of my closest friends throughout all of sixth form, well, till now, she says this to me a lot, especially if we ever have an argument or whatever, she brings this up. I jokingly diffuse situations when I'm like upset, it's my coping mechanism, and I know sometimes it like works for me and stuff. I mean, it does always work for me, but it's not good, because then things remain inside me and then I explode. But she always says to me, you need to stop laughing things off, it's not fun. And I laugh things off when they're to do with me. To do with other people, I get so riled up, but then when it's to do with me, I laugh things off, and that's not a good thing. You know what I should do? I should finish watching the video, just so I can know what to talk about. I'm actually struggling here. It's getting really dark. Let me try to put the, you know what we should do? Just so we can, you know, switch up the vibe a little bit. Let's quickly, like 3 minutes, let's quickly check out the Mama Awards. Let's see who won. Mama 2025. Okay, now that I've collected myself a little bit more, and we also just found out that Cordis and Hearts to Hearts won, I'm so happy. I think I can slowly get back into what the whole video was meant to be. I think effort. Let's talk about effort. I think effort in friendships, people oversimplify what it means to put an effort in. It's like, I always call you, so you should call me. I always check up on you, so you should check up on me. I don't think that's how it works. I always write you long birthday messages and you don't write me. It's not how it works. Everyone has their way. Sorry. Everyone has their way of showing love and showing care towards their friends. Effort is you maxing out your way, if that makes sense. I'll just give you like a very, very simple example. Anissa and I are like very close. That she's literally one of like the top 5 people I love most on this planet. Like, I'm very, very close to her. I love her a lot, right? I'm the type of person who, because I don't necessarily say to my friends that I appreciate them or I love them quite often in words, on special occasions like birthdays, etc., I want to, you know, I want to put in that effort and go that extra mile to like write you a fat birthday message, expressing how much that, right? Anissa, she's very, with people she's close with, very expressive. Like, you know, she will tell you, like, she will compliment. You guys saw, like, in that call, that's the type of dynamic we have. Anissa will compliment you. She will, I'm talking about me, she'll compliment me. She'll tell me, like, you're my favorite, you're this, you're that. My reaction's always like, ew, because I struggle to say those things out loud. But then that's why, like, that's her way of showing effort. On my birthday, she doesn't feel the need to go out of her way to write me a fat birthday message to tell me how much she loves me, etc. That's something I do, to her, she doesn't do it to me, because it's me maxing out my effort when I need to, and it's her, she maxes out her effort in different ways. If I was one who wanted this type of, you know, affection from her, for example, as a friend, then she would do it for me. She would be like, okay, elaaf likes long birthday her. Do you know what I mean? I think that's one thing about effort. People always think that it needs to be 50-50 balance between two friendships. Between a friendship, sorry. It really doesn't. It does, but it's not as easy, or it's not exactly, it's not in the same way that it's implied. Just because you do this and that doesn't mean your friend needs to also do this and that. A lot of people do it. I think I kind of woke up to that pretty early on. But a lot of people, it takes them quite a while. Let me check when my dad's coming home, just in case I'm crying. He's 38-minute drive away. He ain't coming back soon. Yeah. That being said, I feel like you can tell when somebody is putting in effort to maintain a friendship with you. I feel like a lot of people, after the friendship crosses a certain path where you're way too close or way too comfortable with each other, you forget, or like they forget how to maintain that friendship, because you're at a point now where you're so comfortable with each other. It's hard to, I actually don't have words to I'm gonna cry again. I don't have the words, like I don't know how to explain. But a piece of advice I would give, based on my own personal experience, is when you don't feel like that effort is being reciprocated when you need it, you know, there's exclusions to this. Like if the other person's going through a tough time, going through health, the other person crazy mental health issues at the moment, etc. That is an explanation, not an excuse, if it repeatedly happens. If you're constantly feeling like, I'm putting in 100% into this friend and I'm genuinely receiving 20% of what I know that person has to offer. I know that they have so much more, and I've seen it with other people. I've seen it back in the day when we were way closer, and they're putting in like 20%. Fine, first time, maybe there's a reason for it. And if you're such close friends, you should be able to speak about those reasons. Eventually, I'm not saying when you're going through something, you contact the person, well, I'm currently going through a tough time, by the way, so I'm not going to be able to put in effort for you. Obviously not that, obviously. But when it becomes repeated, you need to learn to not accept it when it comes back to you. The reason for that is you're then going to repeat this cycle. You accepting that effort eventually when that friend does come back is literally you allowing them a gateway to do this over and over again. And it doesn't hurt anybody but yourself. And I know it's harder. I'm telling myself, I'm informing myself. It's harder to not accept them when they return, because you've been longing for this. You've been wanting for your friend to come back and show you effort and apologize for not being present in the past while. But it's harder to keep allowing it to happen, because then it'll cut deeper each single time. And when you really need them and they're not there, that's when it's going to hit you the most. So I think you need to learn to stop it, and it's going to hurt, it's going to sting for a while. And then eventually you become kind of bitter. You reach a phase where you're like, I haven't reached that phase with personal friendships I've drifted from yet. I still long for my friends to come back. Do I need to play this situation again? No, I'm fine. I want to scroll back, if I can, on Zainab and I's chat, because there's this like tough time period in my life where I worded everything that I need to word for this video. I tried to search it and it wouldn't let me because it was like not synced. So I'm gonna have to do like probably an hour of scrolling. Oh my god, all of the scrolling. And we are 2 weeks in. It's gonna take a while. Oh wow, this is only mid-October. Okay, I've been scrolling for like 5 minutes and I can't find it. I found some like other stuff and I'm crying, which is so embarrassing. But anyways, I think another point I'd probably want to make and talk about is having standards for friendships. I think if there's one thing maybe that I regret, or I don't know about regret, but I think something that leads to my own hurt and leads to me being hurt is the standards I have for friendships. I feel like I go so above and beyond, and when it's not reciprocated to me, it hurts. Like I'm like, what the flip? Like I don't know what I've done wrong. Like I don't even know how to. Like, I'm sure everybody's experienced this at some point in their life. But you kind of feel like, I feel like something's wrong with me. I don't know if I'm the crazy one here. Why they're not reciprocating to me? You start doubting yourself, you start hating yourself, you start doubting your friend. All of these feelings come into play, and I wish that, like, I low-key blame myself for it, because I'm like, it's my fault in the first place for being, I don't want to say such a good friend, because maybe that person doesn't actually view me as that good friend. Maybe there's faults in myself. Times I've done them wrong that they don't even notice. That I don't even know. So I don't want to say a good friend, because maybe, like I said, that person has been hurt by me, and I don't want to say that. But it makes you think like, this is my fault. It makes you feel so bad about yourself. And then one day I was like, this is my fault. Like, maybe it's my fault. Maybe I've been so nice. I do way too much that doesn't need to be done, that when it doesn't happen back to me, because really and truly it's not that necessary for a friendship, I end up getting hurt. And I used to tell myself that, and I used to then blame myself. Times where like friendships went sour, feelings of uncomfortableness. And I remember this one thing that my friend said to me, and she was like, don't think like that. Like, that's so, why are you blaming yourself for being a good friend, or being somebody who loves hard, or someone who, you know, wants to go above and beyond? And I get it, like, sometimes going above and beyond can make the other party feel uncomfortable. I don't think I go above and beyond. I don't even think I'm that great of a friend. Like, the way I'm making it sound, I bloody clean my friends' asses. Like, I don't. But it's so weird, man. Friendships are so weird to talk about, because you actually don't know. Another thing I want to talk about is friendships that replicate a relationship. Your friend should not be like your partner. I'm really not going to make sense for the next like 10 minutes that I talk, but just hear me out, please. I feel like there comes a point in a friendship when you're very, very close that you start seeing this person as like, you label them in your head as like your friend. Just, they don't have a name anymore. They go by my friend, my best friend. That's so bad, because when they do become close to people, it's gonna drive you nuts. Me personally, I don't think I've had this situation where I've labeled somebody as my friend and then been like crazy jealous when they speak to other people, but I've seen it happen, and I felt like the party that being labeled. Like, there's certain friendships where I felt like, if I'm so open and like close with other people, I'm gonna lose my friend, the one who's been labeling me as their best friend, because they're so possessive over me. And it's a weird feeling, because I should feel flattered that you're like so possessive over me and you want me to be your best friend, and you're like, don't befriend anybody else. It can get really, really toxic, and it can get really, really uncomfortable. So if you feel signs of like, this friend is far too possessive, getting mad at me for like little things like a couple does, girl, run. You need to leave that situation. What Anissa's sister was saying earlier, she was actually saying it for a reason, because we had like conversations about this before with like friendships I've experienced, etc. And she was the one who told me, she was like, girl, run. Like, you can't allow yourself to be in that situation, because it's only gonna get worse, and then you're gonna end up wanting to stay in it because you're so scared of what the outcome's gonna be. So run. But the thing is it's so weird. It's so hard to tell yourself to like leave, because in your head, this is your best friend, or this is your, you know, your very, very close friend. You don't want to leave. You love this person. You love this friend. So it's weird. I was like, what do I do? What do I actually do, guys? I actually don't know what to do. Another really important one, I think, is understanding needs. What bothers you? What do you want me to put effort into? What do you want me to ignore? What do you want me to not ask you about? What do you want me to keep asking you about? Things like that need to be established very early on, because it will eventually harm your relationship really, really, really badly if it's not established very, very early on. A lot of people going into friendships, especially, you know, people who are very extroverted, outgoing, have loads of friends, the way they view it is they think they're being a really, really good person. And I think it is very considerate by not doing anything that they wouldn't like done to them. But sometimes that's not how it works. For example, if you're a friend who like easily gets FOMO, really, really gets upset, you know, your other friends are going out without you, which is very normal. When you're in that situation where you're doing the thing that you don't like being done to you. Let's say you're in a situation where you're going out with two of your friends, there's a third party involved that for some reason, due to like, they don't get along with one of the other two people you're going out with, cannot be invited. The way I would go about it is I'd be like, oh, I'm going out, like, in 2 days with so and so. Obviously I know you won't come because so and so is coming. Yeah, very casual, very normal. There's no reason to hide it. Oh, I'm not gonna bring it up to elaaf. She doesn't really get along with so and so, so I don't want to tell her that we're going out because she might feel left out. You, my friend, can go out with whoever you want. I'm not gonna feel hurt about it. I don't care. Okay, I am more upset when I feel like I'm out of the loop and I didn't even know that there was outings going on. I was sat at home thinking, I wonder what my friends are doing, and everyone's going out and having fun. That's when I'm gonna feel more upset. Not that you and so and so and so and so and so and so are going out. I don't even want to be in that situation. This is just an example, by the way. It could be for other reasons. It doesn't have to be because that person doesn't get along with someone. This is why I'm saying establishing needs early on in friendship, or understanding each other's wants in friendship very, very early on in that relationship is very important. If it's established from the start that like, oh, I don't really care like who you go out with, I don't really give two craps. You can go out with somebody even if I'm not too close with them because, you know, you guys are a friend group or whatever, I really don't care. But because that person is so fixated on, if this was happening to me, if my friend was going out with someone, like, I'd be very, very upset about it. But because that person is thinking about how they would feel if it was happening to them, then they end up hurting that other person. Am I making sense? Let me watch this back. Hi guys, it's been some time. Again, there's so many time skips in this video. I've just been editing, I did some studying. Yeah, basically I wanted to conclude this video with, I actually did not say 3/4 of the stuff I wanted to say. Going into this video, I had a vision of like what I wanted to talk about with like recent experiences and things like that, but I actually just blanked out, and that's probably gonna happen every single time I try to film this video. So instead, why don't I do an updated version in a few months time in a few months time when I go back to England, because I feel like a lot of things will make sense then. I've also just packed up and moved halfway across the world, so that's a lie. It's like a 5-hour flight, but anyways, so dynamics are different. Maybe when I'm in England, things will be a bit different. Maybe I have some apologizing to do. I don't know. It will all make sense soon. I'll probably do an updated version of this video then. But anyways, it's now 9:02 p.m. Been a long day. I'm probably gonna finish editing this video in hopes of posting it tomorrow. And I think I still have some more crying to do and some more pop to listen to, and some mama performances to watch, or studying to finish off, and I'll catch you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, please comment, please like, and bye guys.